Hello everyone, welcome to Code Freshly Juiced, and today we will learn how to use operators and variables in Scratch. Using these, we will make a sprite on the screen named Gobo answer yes or no questions, like a fortune teller does. In our last video, we learned how to use loops in Scratch. We won't be needing any loops for today's video, but it's still worth noting that loops are very important in coding. To begin this program, we're going to get a backdrop. So head down to the bottom right, choose a backdrop, and the magnifying glass. For this video, we're going to want a backdrop called stripes. So if you head to the search bar, and type in stripes, this is the only one that should come up. It's like little blue zigzags. Next, we're going to delete Scratchy on the screen here. We've used him for our other two videos, but for this one, we're not going to. To delete him, click the little trash can icon right next to him. And no one will be on the screen. Next, hit choose a sprite and the magnifying glass. Kind of like backdrop, but sprites. And the menu is pretty much the same as the backdrop menu as well. You'll have a bunch of different sprites instead of backdrops though. So if we head to the search bar again, if we head to the search bar again and type in Gobo, G-O-B-O, and click on this one, he should appear somewhere on the screen. Right now, he might not be in the middle for you. If he is, great. If he's not, go down to where it says his name, Gobo, and X coordinate, Y coordinate. To change this to the middle, click it, highlight it, delete it, and then type in 0. And he should, 0 on both, and he should retreat to the middle of the screen. Now, he's a little bit small right now. So what we're going to do is head to Events and drag in the When Green Flag Clicked block. This will start the program when you click this green flag up here. Now head to Looks. The Looks menu, it's the purple ones. And drag in Set Size to 100%. When we click the green flag, it'll set him to whatever size we choose. Delete 100% and type in 250. Now if we click the green flag, he should be much bigger. If you try to click the green flag again after, nothing will happen. But that's good, that's what we want. He's a lot bigger now. Next, we're going to make him say something. So still on Looks, we head up to the top of Looks and drag in hello for 2 seconds. Say hello for 2 seconds. Change hello to I can answer your yes or no questions! Exclamation mark. Drag it so you can see it or scroll side to side. And change 2 seconds to 3 seconds. Now if we hit the green flag, I can answer your yes or no questions. And then it goes away. Next, we're going to drag in just the say hello block. Not say hello for 2 seconds, say hello for 2 seconds, just say hello. This is so it will never stop saying what he wants to say next. What you're going to type in here is ask your question, comma, then press space. Now if we hit the green flag, I can answer your yes or no questions. Ask your question, then press space. Now, no matter what I do, he will say that forever. The only way to get him to stop saying it is to click the stop icon up here. Next, drag in the wait until block. That's in control. And scroll down a bit and it says wait until, and it has a little hexagon shape over here. Now we're going to head to a new menu, Sensing. Sensing is a menu that senses if you're pressing the space key or anything like that. So if you drag in key space press with a question mark, just drag it in there. And you'll still see the same block, just with the key space press block in it. You can change the space key if you want, but for now, if you want to, leave it space. Head back to the looks menu and drag in say hello for 2 seconds. Change hello to wait. The answer is coming to me. ... for 3 seconds. Now, if we press the green flag, I can answer your yes or no questions. Ask your question, then press space. Now let's say you ask a question. When the program is finished, you will say your question out loud, and then you just press the space bar. Wait, the answer is coming to me. You know what we're going to do next? Stay on looks and drag in switch to costume Gobo C above the wait, the answer is coming to me block. If you head to the top menu up here, it says costumes. It'll bring you to this. We can use either one of these, but we're going to use Gobo C. Drag another switch costume to Gobo C up here, but change it to Gobo A. So if you click green flag now, I can answer your yes or no questions. Ask your question, then press space. And he changes his expression there. Did you see him change from a smile to a sort of surprised look? If we press the green flag again, he'll switch back. So watch closely. Do you see that? His mouth changed there. Now, we're going to use the wait 1 second block. Head to control and drag in wait 1 second. Keep it 1 second, that's all we need. Now, we're going to create our first variable. To create a variable, head down to the variables menu. This is the orange one. Not as dark as control, not as bright as control, but still orange. Click make a variable up here. It brings you up to this menu. New variable, variable name for all sprites, for the sprite only. Type in the variable name, reply number, or just reply number. Reply number, and hit OK. A new variable should pop up there, and this should pop up on the screen. It says reply number and has the number 0 next to it. To get rid of that, click the little check icon right here next to the reply number, and it just goes away. Now we're going to use our first operator and add them. We're going to use our first operator. So what we're going to do first is drag in a pick random 1 to 10 block. And do pick random 1 to 2 instead. Go back to variables now and drag in set my variable to 0. First, change my variable to reply number and then drag in pick random 1 to 2. We're also going to drag in actually, no, we're not. That's all we need for now. Now we're going to go to control again. And we're going to drag in if hexagon then, and it looks kind of like a forever block, but has an extra thing down here, an extra bump. So go back to operators and drag in if it's a wide hexagon. It has a blank and then 50. Change the second one to the number 1 instead of 50 and go back to variables, and you can actually drag this in. Drag in the reply number to the first one. And it should look like this. If reply number is equal to 1, then go to looks and drag in say hello. Change hello to yes. Now we're going to do it again. So head back to control, if, then, variables, operators, equals, variables, reply number, except instead of 50, change it to 2. Instead of 1, change it to 2. Now head back to looks and say, instead of hello, no. What this just did, this entire part here, is once you press space, it'll pick a random number, 1 or 2. If it picks the number 1, then Gobo will say yes. If it picks the number 2, then Gobo will say no. You can add more options simply by changing this number. So let's say if we want 3 options, we can do 3. Change that to 3. Drag in another if-then block. Maybe we want this one to say maybe. So drag in the same, blank equals 50. Change 50 to 3 this time though. Variables, reply number, and then looks, say, and have him say maybe. Now we added a third one. It's that easy. Every time you want to add one, raise this by 1, copy this, change the number, and change what you want him to say. Now if we press the green flag, I can answer your yes or no questions, right? Ask your question, then press space. Let's say, now that it's done, we can ask a question. Let's say I want to ask, let's say, was this a good tutorial? Whatever. And we press space. Wait, the answer's coming to me. It waits 1 second. No, it was not a good tutorial, apparently. Well, look at that. He seems like he has a sense of humor. Let's try again, except with a different question. I can answer your yes or no questions. Ask your question, then press space. Did we use operators and variables? Wait, the answer is coming to me. Waits a second. Yes, we did. So there you have it. It's just random selecting between 3 to as many numbers as you want, and having him say the number that corresponds. Having him say something that responds to that number. So pick random 1 to 3. 1, he says yes. 2, he says no. 3, he says maybe. Well, that's all I have for you today. I hope you all enjoy your code, Freshly Juiced.